Mind-blowing new technologies that shape the world. Mankind has completed a tough journey when it comes to development and technology. From a big room with a single computer unit condensed to a nail-sized chip, we've made life-changing technologies. And there's not a stop on the road. Humans are using technology to its full potential, whether it is in the biomedical field, engineering field, or in daily life. We have gathered the mind-blowing technologies that will change the future of the world and the life of mankind. If you're interested in knowing about new technologies and machines, this video is just for you. Number 1. Artificial intelligence. AI technology has taken over the world with its magic. Whether it's in industry or our daily life, we see robots' involvement in our life. AI life, like Alexa and Siri, are prime examples of how robots see, learn, and evolve around us. But this is just the start. Engineers are trying to make robots that will do all the hard and unsafe work for us, like fire extinguishing, picking up radioactive waste, and lifting heavy debris after an earthquake. This future is not far away, as we see many coffee-making and breakfast-making AI machines in many shops. AI technology is also being used in many other life-changing technologies. We will discuss them in the video.
Facebook, Apple, Microsoft are all moving ahead at a great speed in improving this artificial intelligence software. So it's very exciting. Software is going to solve that, where it'll look at all the new information and present to you, knowing about your interests, what would be most valuable. So making us more efficient.
We're focusing on what we've talked about, on autonomous systems. And we sort of see it as the mother of all AI projects. So autonomy is something that's incredibly exciting for us.
Number 2, 3D printing. 3D printing projects and small objects are now a normal thing, but technology is involved and has taken part in different fields. 3D printing has started taking part in the construction industry, space field, and medical field. Recently, a whole apartment and its furniture were 3D printed, and people believe that we will be able to make houses from it. Scientists in NASA were able to 3D print a rocket injector and are planning to make a 3D printed rocket that will fly into space. With the help of AI technology, scientists will be able to find out issues in the making. The most baffling use of 3D printing was found in the medical field, where doctors claim they could 3D print organs and bones for patients. The organs and bones will be patient-specific, and there will be no need for donors. The company Ossiform was able to 3D print bones from tricalcium phosphate, which can remold the bone and restore full functionality.
I believe we're on the verge of a major breakthrough in design and manufacturing, in being able to take the concept of something from your mind, translate that into a 3D object really intuitively on the computer, and then take that.
3. Li-Fi. We're going to leave the area of Wi-Fi and come to Li-Fi. Li-Fi uses light to transfer data, and it is much faster than Wi-Fi, which uses radioactive waves. To be exact, it's 100 times faster. You will be able to connect to the internet with just a flick of an LED. The Li-Fi is revolutionary, as there are many places where a Wi-Fi can't reach, like a place with electromagnetic interference, including hospitals, aircraft cabins, and the like. It can go 14 times faster than the world's fastest Wi-Fi, Wi-Gig. Many companies are doing experiments with Li-Fi, and people have to wait for its release, but surely it will change the meaning of the speed of the internet. 4. Tactile virtual reality. If you've watched the movie Ready Player One, this will be easy for you to understand. Tactile virtual reality means feeling a sense of touch in the virtual world. An example of it on a small scale is the pressure and vibration you feel in your game console. Now imagine the same sensation on the whole body while playing a game or watching a movie. Many companies are making a bodysuit that will provide your sensation of touch, grip, and pressure in games, also known as haptic technology. You will be able to feel the virtual world as if it were real. Virtual reality is currently used by surgeons, tourists, and the Army to have real-life experiences in virtual reality. Currently, Facebook is working on making Metaverse, a virtual reality world. With a combination of both technologies, we can have a new world to ourselves where we can do everything and feel everything. 5. Self-driving vehicles. The self-driving vehicle is not an unknown concept for mankind. Companies like Tesla have already introduced self-driving cars on the road, although the experiment is in its early stages and the rate of progress is astounding. Self-driving technology has also been introduced in long-haul trucks. The special AI technology used in the vehicles allows it to sense danger and follow safety measures and traffic rules on the road. The goal is to reach level 5 automation with no brakes, gears, or even a steering wheel. Tesla is in the experimental stages to introduce driverless taxis in Dubai, known as drone taxis. With the progress in this field, we can even have self-driving planes, helicopters, and even trains in the future. 6. Living robots. The term living robot is somewhat different from hearing, but scientists have developed such things in the lab. They took a cell from a living frog and used computer programs to make them. They're known as xenobots. These bots are not alive like animals, but they are also not dead like robots, as they can self-replicate. How strange is it to think robots can replicate themselves? But it's true. These xenobots are just 1 millimeter in size and can move through a computer program. Scientists believe these bots will help us in many things, like removing plaque from the arteries, enhancing self-healing in the body, and curing various diseases. It is also under study to use these bots to remove microplastic from the ocean and find herbs or research-related matter from deep in the ocean. In short, these can reach places where humans cannot. 7. Quantum computers. The first commercial human computer was made in 1946 that was the size of a room. We can perform many operations on these computers, but their ability is somewhat limited. Now, a new generation of computer, quantum computers, will be available in the market. These computers will be far faster and more accurate than normal computers. So what's the difference? The normal computer uses binary numbers 1 and 0 to perform functions, whereas quantum computers use quantum particles, qubits, like electrons and protons to move and store data. To illustrate, the fastest computer we now have is a supercomputer. Quantum computers are 158 million times faster than supercomputers. It would take a quantum computer 4 minutes to perform all the calculations that have been done in 10,000 years. Imagine all the work we could do on this type of computer. But it'll still be time for quantum computers to take the form of laptops or our PC. 8. Hydro-powered devices. Everyone knows how carbon emission has impacted our world. Global warming is destroying the atmosphere, and scientists are working to reduce it as much as possible. Most of the carbon emission is released by vehicles on the road and planes in the sky. Many automotive companies are trying to find an alternative fuel in vehicles to reduce carbon emissions, and they're looking at hydropower. These vehicles work by reaction of hydrogen and oxygen battery that produces electricity. In 2015, Toyota was successful in launching hydropower vehicles, but they are not common as there needs to be work done on them. Hydrogen fuel is much more expensive than gasoline, as hydrogen is difficult to obtain. Also, hydro-powered cars are more expensive than common cars in the market. Companies are trying to make them more available to people. If we found a way to get hydrogen, we can have hydropower airplanes and vehicles in no time. 9. Energy storing bricks. Speaking of energy, scientists are also trying to change the meaning of electricity in houses. The most basic building material is bricks, and no one could have thought that they could be used in scientific work. Scientists have found a way to convert these simple bricks into smart bricks that can store energy. These bricks are supercapacitors that can store energy and convert them into electrical energy. Now combine them with solar panels and you get rechargeable solar energy houses that will work without wires. So what made it possible? Scientists were able to use the red pigment in bricks and iron oxide as an energy storing chemical. The future is not far away where we would be able to use these bricks commonly, resulting in no carbon emissions. 10. Mind-reading robots. Now, it is far from true for humans to develop mind-reading technology, but what is stopping us from making a robot that can do that? Scientists have developed an AI technology that can read the human mind. This is a world-changing technology. Scientists and doctors were able to make a prosthetic robot limb by using this technology. They attached limbs to a quadriplegic woman who was able to control them with just her thoughts. Now, China is working its way to using this technology to overcome its labor shortage. The robot will see his co-workers read his mind and learn the whole working patterns. At the University of Boston, scientists were able to make a robot correct its error just by thinking about it. How is this possible? They connected the robot with the human brain that detects errors. Whenever the robot did something that was not good, the human brain responded, and the robot immediately detected the signal and corrected its way. Now, this is something that can change living. Think of a world where you can make robots do all the work without saying anything to them. Looking at all the inventions, we can say humans are on the road to a world that will be completely ruled by AI robots. It's not wrong to say that these robots will be able to take us to space and deep into the ocean, and hopefully, we'll be here to see it. This ends our video for today. We will be back with more astounding discoveries and facts. Tell us in the comments what you want to see next. Till then, like our video, share it, and subscribe to our channel for more.